Hello, hello, beautiful person watching this. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Watcher Run. On this channel, I upload my recorded wins with some commentary and some general discussion about this beautiful game that we play. Today I see card remove as an option and no other card remove choices there, so I just take it as the Watcher. It's always great to remove a defend to start. And pretty ugly path here, only 2 elites no matter where I go. And that super elite early is definitely rather tough, so just gonna go to the early shop, card remove, and then yeah, all question marks is a little bit sus. I'm gonna have to hopefully find something good to get through the elites. It is only 2 elites though, so less need to become super powerful, I suppose, right away. And had the good draw there where I could actually kill the big slime on turn 1. Pretty good. And so definitely going to need an attack here going into these elites. So Crush Joints is okay. Definitely would like to upgrade it. The problem though is you'd also really like to upgrade Eruption. So picking a card that kind of demands an upgrade when you also still have Eruption upgrade is a little bit sus. Could have bought like Strength Pot Crescendo here, just for some immediate power. But I decided to get greedy, go for the card move, get another card remove. So down to 1 defend already, that's pretty wild. And Jawworm from the question mark, actually a good event here. Looking for more card rewards going into these elites. So actually happy to see a fight. Took 4 this fight, not too bad. Pay the Jawworm tax. And no damage here. There is an Empty Mind, which is fine, but definitely not what we're looking for yet. This Empty Mind was like a Carve Reality, for example, boy would we be very happy, but a little bit of draw before we really want it. And I do believe that I upgrade the Crush Joints here over Eruption. My only other attack kind of demands an upgrade. I need the damage from the vulnerable to get through the fights reliably. So my next hand is always exactly those 5 cards. And it turns out that Miracle Strike, 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 or Miracle Crush Joint Strike, Strike, Strike is lethal. Takes me a while to work this out for some reason. But, so I can get it to 67. And then Crush Joints will deal 20 down to 47, and then Strike, Strike, Strike is 54. So it is enough. Easy fight. Cloak class is pretty good. For each card in our hand at the end of the turn, we will gain 1 block. So a nice little supplemental block card. And I found a Rushdown already, that's really, really good. But no ways into Calm or anything like that yet, so it's not ideal yet, but of course Rushdown is so strong that you just take it early anyway and eventually it becomes insane. Rushdown has a good case for best card in the game, I would say. It's up there. Wraith Form and all those exist, but boy is it strong. And some more attacks here. Could take a Flying Sleeves here, just for some more damage. Pretty much all we have is Crush Joints right now, so would like some more damage. And not being offered any block solutions or anything yet. And it is Guardian, so we're gonna have to find some way to kill Guardian. Find a Tori. And another chest, there's a Mercury Hourglass. Hourglass is fine, although a little bit unexciting. Upgrade our Eruption. So now we're looking pretty good. And another remove. I'd probably go for Strike this time, yeah. Removing every defend is a little bit sus. The thing is, when your deck is so small and you have Vigilance already, that even with only 1 defend, you can often block for enough. Like here, we drew our 1 defend. And a little bit weird there of turn. I should have played defend over that. I forgot about Cloak Clasp. Give me that block. So my plan was to be at 8 block, and then Tori would block for 3 basically. But then ended up being wrong. And kind of trash here as well. Worship unpickable, Perseverance unpickable, I would say. Like, Perseverance is fine, but it's definitely not, like, exciting or anything. So I took a Crescendo just for another Wrath entry. Definitely not bad. Liquid Memories will be good to get back Vigilance or something. And more trash. Collect is, like, really not good. And Weave with no Scry. Bowling Bash is a bit late. So at this point, I was definitely, you know, we got so many card removes. We have found Rushdown already. I was definitely expecting to go infinite with this deck at some point. And, yeah, we're pretty much just, you know, a Scrawl and one energy column entry away from being infinite already. But the card, or the relics, throws a bit of a curveball. And I play Vigilance there just to put it in my discard pile so that I can reshuffle with Vigilance in it. Now we have exactly 5 cards in our discard pile, and Cloak Class plus Vigilance. I upgraded the Vigilance because I knew I would need the block probably. Vigilance, the fact that our deck is so small, we can play Vigilance like on most turns. And then that'll be our block solution for the Guardian. Like Crush Joints. I consider Miracle Defend, but I already had Tori, so didn't need to. And this would only hit us for 4, actually, because we would leave Wrath, and then Tori would block for 16. Pretty crazy. And yeah, it's dead. I don't even need to take damage. So that was a good fight. Really, really strong, considering we only had, like, Vigilance and Defend block in our whole deck. Very strong. And boy, are those cards bad. Wow, those cards are bad. And boy, are these cards bad. Choker is unpickable, if with this kind of strategy. Ectoplasm also unpickable, pretty much. We need the gold for card moves and whatnot. So, SNECKO Eye or skip. And I really, really was close to skipping here. Like, this close. So, could have actually been no rewards from this boss. Very, very easily here. But I decided to take the SNECKO just to try it out. I know SNECKO is good, but, and I'm very comfortable taking SNECKO and every other character pretty much. But the way that I build the Watcher decks normally is kind of like this small deck with low-cost cards, and like this deck is terrible with SNECKO Eye, but very quickly becoming good, probably. There's one of the good Watcher cards, Omniscience, Ragnarok, other cards that I can't think of right now. The 4 energy retain attack thing that I actually find in this run and can't remember the name of. And yeah, there's plenty of good cards. And something like a Wheel Kick, also extremely good. What's SNECKO Eye? And at this path, I want the shop. So I decided to go through this path, but there's a lot of fights in it, which is a little bit unusual. But I guess I'm feeling pretty good. That's a good hit. And I can go into Wrath here, draw 2 more cards, and this way I can actually kill one of them, so I'm basically taking the same amount of damage. Only take 2, pretty good. Take 1 actually, pretty good. Tori's good. So it only took 1. That's a very good fight. And so now we just need good cards in our deck. We're definitely not going infinite anymore. We cannot consistently have our cards cost the right amount. So just going to be taking good cards. Take a Cut Through Fate because it's the best card there. Decided not to draw. Sure. And that's a great looking hand. Definitely a high roll, and even hit the 0 cost cut through fate. So this thing's dead for sure, for sure. Goodbye. And Sands of Time is the card I was not able to think of. Sands of Time, excellent, excellent card here. Will cost 0, 1, 2, or 3 instead of 4 entering my hand, and do 1 billion damage. And it's upgraded also for some reason. Pretty good. Card remove, and then because our deck is so small right now and we draw 7 cards a turn, an Abacus will be going off quite a lot here. Abacus is usually a good like infinite block solution against the heart. Every time you reshuffle, gain that 6 block. But in this case, it's just a nice supplemental block every time we reshuffle naturally. Not gonna say no to that. And if we find Wrath here, then it's dead, and we do. And Swivel is here. Swivel, normally complete unpickable trash, I think. But with the SNECKO Eye, it could cost 0 or 1, and then if we roll badly on an attack, make it cost 3, then we can reduce that to 0. And we need some block anyway. So a uniquely good situation for Swivel. Always exciting to be able to pick cards that I normally don't pick. And I, of course, could be misevaluating cards. Absolutely. So I have Vigilance here, I can save Sands for next turn. It's fine. Yeah, the Sands of Time will just kill the cultists, so. Easy fight. Yeah, this is going very well so far, this act. I have taken 1 damage, I think. I can't upgrade Rush Down, it doesn't do anything. Swivel or Empty Mind there, surely. Of course, the energy upgrade's not changing the costs. It's not like, oh, it costs 1 less on average or something. No, it is completely random. Another very easy fight. Overkilling by a little bit there. An Ancient Pot and some questionable cards here. Signature move, just a little too unlikely to go off, I think, but I wanted to click on it. That's upgraded also. Again, another upgraded attack. I don't have Mold Egg or anything. A bit strange. Crush Joints and Signature move upgraded here. And Judgment is here. Judgment kind of sucks, unfortunately. It's like fine though. Could have clicked it. It's good against some enemies. Spirit Guardian, stuff like that, and like birds. But those fights are already gone. It's actually kind of bad. Just gonna have to leave that alive, or I can get a card back. Shouldn't have kept the strike. It wasn't gonna be enough, even if it cost a low amount. Kind of weird for me to do that. Mistake. And I can just start pointing attacks at Gremlin Leader. It's already taking like 120-ish here, probably. Rough math. But I do kill the shield guy, and it's not attacking me again. Very kind. Would have been fine, though. Probably could have lethal here. The energy costs are bad here, but... yeah, there's no way. I could, worst case scenario, though, could have just used the Liquid Memories. I just pass. Get attacked to this turn, but have Crescendo and more attacks next turn. And there's Sands again, so it's dead. Super duper dead. Don't have any relics that matter, like the number of them, so I'm not sure what I was thinking about there. And Sundial, pretty good as well. Again, not doing any broken infinite thing with it, just gonna be nice energy gains sometimes. Not gonna complain about it. And Shuriken is here. Not the kind of deck we're gonna be playing a billion attacks, and we don't have Flurry, but it will be okay sometimes. This isn't good. Miracle, Crush Joint, Sands on the right one kills it though. Not sure if I see that at the time. Oh, I just do this. Okay. So, yeah, that was wrong then. Miracle, Crush Joints, Sands just kills it. Mistake. Casual 34 block. Found a pen nib. And that pen nib is going to be really good if we can line it up with the Sands of Time. And Sands of Time has retained, so it shouldn't be hard. Apparitions are here. Not doing that this time around. Not interested in that. And Wallop is here. A big, juicy 2-cost attack. Gives us some block. Unusually good in the SNECKO sort of deck, for sure. Also, we have Pen Nib. Could Pen Nib the Wallop if we need a lot of block. I do that one because I have Hourglass, so it'll die next turn. Draw a strike, why not? Just play Empty Mind, probably. This was wrong. Could have just played Empty Mind. And then yeah, I don't know. Bit weird. Worked out, no damage taken, but that was something was wrong about that. It's early. And thinking about a warship here. Definitely considering a warship here. I don't do it, but was considerable for sure. Another Cut Through Fate also possibly good. Cut Through Fate is so good that even when I have SNECKO, it's fine. We could start doing the Divinity thing. Crush Joints, and then going into Divinity and playing Pen Nibbed. So it would be 78 flat damage. Doubled is 156, and then tripled from Divinity. No, wait, I'm being stupid. 156 is in Divinity, and then multiply by 1.5 times from Invulnerable. Another 78. Whatever that is. 234 damage. It's pretty good. But with just Worship, it can be a bit hard to get into Divinity still. And yeah, I play Eruption here planning to kill the minions, but then I realized that this is hitting for 156 damage. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage. So I just point all my attacks at Collector here. Or the most important ones, rather. And I drew it again! It's actually dead, isn't that crazy? Have to use a potion, though, because of the mana costs, energy costs. But yeah, definitely not going to hold on to an explosive potion at this point. It's not that strong of a potion anyway, and we found a new potion. And some excellent, excellent SNECKO cards here, Ragnarok and Vault. Of course, not going to pass up on the Vault here. Vault is a bit too strong. But Ragnarok definitely would have been a good one if we got nothing else better. And fine relics here. Our potions look alright. So Sozu could be fine. We might not need Dress anymore. Coffer Dripper could also be fine. And curse key, definitely the worst one here. We don't have blue key yet, so would definitely have to add a curse, and wasn't particularly interested in doing that. But take a Sozu, it seems. I'm fine with this. Artifact Pot and Bronze Scales are excellent against the heart. Bronze Scales doing so much damage because it attacks you 15 times in one turn. And Artifact prevents the vulnerable from the debuff turn, if you remember to use it. So I decide to just vault now with Crush Joints on top. Definitely going to be killing this turn. I charge Pen Nib a bit, probably. Although it's unclear what the best number actually is. Like, I don't it's definitely not 9, because you might have to play Eruption before going into Wrath and then playing your big attack. And is Tantrum good enough? I decide that it is. I also have a Shuriken, making Tantrum extra good. Wallop does work the way you want it to against Spikers. Gain the block first. Pretty good. Sadly, missing a lot of block there. And Sands is there. I don't have any way to block, so I'm probably just going to play the Sands and take 7 damage. It's fine. And Inner Peace is here. Inner Peace, again, so strong. Just away into Calm is so desirable. Gonna be taking that, even though it costs 1 we have SNECKO. You shouldn't really be thinking, like, the mana cost. Like, yes, it's often true that the cards that cost 3 are better with SNECKO because they just are more powerful because they cost more. But it's not like you should be not considering 1 or even 0 cost cards anymore. If they're good in your deck, they're good in your deck. And we're duplicating a card here that's very strong. Wallop, Sands, Vault, Inner Peace are all great hits. I don't think you could ever consider anything other than Vault or Sands, though. I mean, those cards are just clearly the outstanding cards in this deck. Vault, though, is just Vault. And we're against Time Eater also, which pushed it over, perhaps. Skrull is here, a bit less desirable than normal with the SNECKO kind of deck, already drawing 7 cards a turn. Just go ahead and card remove. Can't buy potions. Would have bought Dupont, perhaps. And we have to go right, of course. The Super Elite is at the top right there. So considering do I go right or left here, pretty much. And Writhing Mass is here. Could play Swivel. Should play Swivel. Should play Swivel. Swivel lasts between turns, so that's a mistake. Huge mistake, I would argue. Like, no reason not to play it. And if I just go Tantrum, Flying Sleeves, Sands... No, I need to play 3 attacks. So, yeah, not having a card cost 0 here is actually really significant because I could have played that 3 cost attack for free. But I wouldn't have known which one was free, you know? It wouldn't tell me until I played one. So I can go Sands and then Tantrum because the Malleable, it would gain so much block from the Malleable if I played Tantrum first. So I'm making sure this maths. This is 81 plus 36, but then it also has some block. And it's actually not enough. I thought it was. Didn't work out for whatever reason. And because I have Mercury Hourglass, I just pass with Vault, and I can kill it that way. Save my Pen Nib. It is on 9, though. Again, you know, unless I'm going, like, exactly crescendo into a big attack, it's like... I would prefer to play the Crush Joints first, so 8 is probably... 7 or 8 is probably the best number. That should be hitting the one with 18 health, probably. I'm just sending it all to Ripto. So again, I just wasted Pen Nib and now that one's living, and I don't know. That didn't seem good either. I'm making, I would say, like Not huge significant misplays, but like just kind of like weird, why would you do that kind of plays. Yeah, and if I'm doing that, I could have sent everything at Repto. It might have just been dead there. If I Tantrum Miracle Flying Sleeves on Repto. I'm doing so much damage. Watcher moment. And here I'm charging Sundial. Actually pointing at it. I could charge it again. Maybe, right? Yeah. Just play Inner Peace. Miracle Inner Peace, Sands is the kill. I was also thinking about Pen Nib though. So this was stupid. I didn't do what I wanted to do. This is also not going to reshuffle if I do that. Just Miracle Crescendo, or just Crescendo. Yeah, this was, I don't know. It didn't matter that much, but I should have just played Crescendo to draw again for Sundial and then do that. A bit weird. Don't need more Tantrum, already have one. Keeps reshuffling, so extra copies is pretty whatever. And now I remember to do the swivel thing. Now all my attacks will cost 0 until I play one. And yeah, again, no way to know which one is actually, like, some of them could cost 0 right now, and some of them could cost 3, and I have no way to know, so a little bit of a roulette there. Disgusting turn against the Darklings. Pretty good. And Fear No Evil is here, another way into Calm, does a lot of damage, totally fine. Not seeing a lot of the excellent SNECKO cards, but we are seeing just good cards. Have to key here. Happy Flower is fine to key, but also would have enjoyed it. Take the other elite over another shop, it seems. Taking 39, that's a lot. Jawworms, man. Have to waste Pen Nib again. Whoops. Probably a better way to do that. Maybe. And another Inner Peace is here. Short. Giant Head. Oh, we have double Vault. The thing about Vault against Giant Head is that the slowed stacks, or slow stacks, that causes it to take 10% increased damage from attacks per stack. They retain when you vault. So you just play a bunch of cards, and then when you're out of energy, you vault. Play more cards, vault again, and it takes so much damage. So this is going to be brutal. I may be able to keep Pen Nib on 9 again. Yep. Didn't even need the Pen Nib to do like so much damage there. And Simmering Fury Plus is here. Think I'm good. I already have so much Wrath with Tantrum, Eruption, Crescendo. And not a lot of good upgrades here. A lot of upgrades better, or a lot of Watchers better upgrades are energy upgrades. And energy upgrades don't do anything when you have SNECKO. So actually rest for 12 health, just in case I find a card from these next floors that I want to upgrade really bad. The upgrades were just so insignificant there. Get to beat up on Transient for a little while. Could kill this Transient low-key with Shuriken. That was a waste of vault. Shouldn't have vaulted. Was already hitting me for 0. Should be thinking more practically against Transient, I think. Do I do it again? No. Yeah, and the thing is, you are quote-unquote taking double damage while in Wrath, but each damage you deal essentially reduces Transient's damage by 2 as well when you're in Wrath, so Transient is uniquely bad against a Wrath to up Watcher. You still only have to remove the same amount of strength to take 0 damage. But all enemies are bad against the Wrath of Watcher, of course. Watcher strong. And this thing's kind of just dying, and like I'm not even playing as many cards as I can. I just passed. I didn't even play every card I could there. I was only getting it to 0 attack. I could just play Sands here and pass, probably. It actually dies? That's crazy. And I even have to pump the brakes a little bit because I can charge Pendant more. That's crazy. Goodbye, Transient. Got Super Elite Repto with some regen. Not bad. Doesn't matter if it regens when we're going to kill it in one turn. A bad hand, though. Vigilance cost 0, it's good. But Empty Mind being 3 is pretty gross. So Swivel's gonna get involved here, probably. I really want to play this Crush Joints. Swivel, Crush Joints, Tantrum, Sands. I have Lethal here for sure, for sure. Do I see the line? Swivel, Crush Joints, Tantrum on Repto. That's fine too. And then, yeah, now Pendib is on 9. His for 156 at least, plus whatever strength I have. Yeah, okay. Cool. Bag of Marbles is fine, applying vulnerable to everything on turn 1. Skip those cards. So nothing super, super exciting with the SNECKO. It's like, oh, you've got, you know, Omniscience or whatever. But just a solid deck. Drawing 2 extra cards each turn. Kind of crazy how strong this deck is, considering we don't have much block, really. It's just working out. I want to play Inner Peace. Nope. Wallop is blocking for a lot. The Wallop purchase was a good click by me. So looking to vault here. Gotta draw the vault before our 12 cards are up, and there it is. Pretty good turn. Swivel cut, because it costs 3. Alt is here again. I don't draw it yet because probably not going to be getting till 12 cards this turn. That's a huge, huge turn. But I took 1 billion damage there. I don't know if there was a way around that. Probably not. So, take 1 billion. That's definitely the sussiest thing that's happened this run. Could have perhaps not ended the turn in Wrath somehow, but I was not paying attention. Yeah, going into Wokebird now with 14 health, pretty spooky. Not ideal. That vault also costing a lot. Pretty good. Yeah, not a lot of powers in my deck. Shouldn't hit me too hard here. Got a wall up here for sure. Wall up here, no evil. So I have to turn my brain on now. I don't think past me realized that I was passing my turn against Time Eater and taking 50 damage or whatever. But yeah, that's what happened. I think I just spaced out or something at the time, and now I'm trying to clean that up. I don't remember though if there was a way to like not take a lot of damage. But if there was and I didn't do it, then that's a huge mistake. And now I had to lock in order to take no damage against this fight. A lot of options here. I want to get rid of 1 card so that I can play Inner Peace and draw 4. Didn't have to think that hard about it though. For sure. Cut Through Fate, probably. Yep. Oh, Tantrum. Surely it's lethal. Somehow, some way. Just Tantrum Vault. Okay, this fight went well. Took no damage. Pretty good. And we go into Act 4. Ta-thump, ta-thump, ta-thump. The ending. Once again, my upgrades look unexciting. I rest. Could make Cut Through Fate do a little more damage, but seems unnecessary. And Apotheosis looks good, but I just noticed that all of my upgrades look pretty bad, so not going to be clicking on that. All my important cards are upgraded already. By Anchor. Anchor is very good. Card remove. Flying Sleeves goes instead of a strike or a defend. I felt at the time that the possibility of it retaining for, like, you know, if it's a 3 energy cost Flying Sleeves and it just retains forever, it's kind of ugly, so at least Crescendo exhausts, and the effect of going into Wrath is more desirable than just doing some damage. Pretty good turn. And nib on 9. Sure. More trash attack commons. Drink my potions immediately so I don't forget. Very smart. And pen nibs on 9, so. Should have played Wallop first. That was a mistake. It was already vulnerable from Bag of Marbles. And I saved the vaults. I could have vaulted just to do more damage this turn because not getting it to the 600 health threshold means I can't kill in 4 turns. But it's fine. And yep, gonna only take a little bit here because of Tori. And look at that damage. It's beautiful. So no way I die this turn either. And I would like to reshuffle for Abacus. There's a vault. The vault could be good if I draw the Void and the Daze as well. Can get rid of both of them. Daze is already gone, I guess. It's becoming a little awkward, but I have Wallop in there, so I really want to draw that. Wallop is gonna be huge here. There it is. So I want to get pen nib on 9, but the problem with doing that is then I won't be able to deal the full damage, because the only way I can get it on 9 is to... So I go Swivel, Strike, Sands, and then it'll be on 9, but it'll have taken so much damage already that it actually won't do more than 31 anyway. So a little bit awkward. So I'm hitting for 63, but I did 33 with the card. So a little bit unfortunate there. It's fine though. Still blocking for a lot relative to not playing Wallop at all. Of course. Can't go into Calm here. And I want to vault here for the same reason. It can still take 80 more damage, and if I don't get it below 200 here, then I can't kill it next turn. So I need to make sure I do that. And just Sands, but then I can also not just Sands and keep it for next turn. That'd be good. And yeah, this Crush Joints was kind of the MVP low-key of this whole run. Like, applying that vulnerable for me every turn is so good. And even though it's applying artifacts here, I can still get one more turn of it being vulnerable. This also wouldn't have killed me. I still have Tori, so would have survived this turn anyway, but it could have been the big attack, and that could have been a little bit spooky. Wallop's here as well, though, so Wallop also being a huge player here, blocking for me. Pretty much my only way to gain a large amount of block in the whole deck. And we got there. Pen nib on 9 for the next fight. And only 43 minutes. A solid SNECKO eye. A lot of 2 cost, though. And yeah, 267 Cloak Clasp is pretty good numbers. Definitely overperforming a little bit. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that SNECKO Watcher run. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a beautiful day.